Good morning, students. I am Sangeeta, lecturer in chemistry, branch general section. I am working in GPT Naranke, semester 1. Our subject is General Engineering Chemistry, subject code 18C 104F. Our major topic is Fundamentals of Chemistry. That our subtopic is Atomic Structure. Let us recollect what we have discussed in last class. So what we have discussed in last class? In last class, we discussed Bohr's postulates, limitations of Bohr's theory, and these two are the major topics. In that we discussed what are stationary orbits, what is quantization of angular momentum. Let's come to the objectives. On completion of this period, you would able to understand. So first one is definition of electronic configuration. That is what is meant by electronic configuration. State and explain Aufbau's rule. Next, state and explain Pauli's exclusion rule. Next, fourth one, state and explain Hund's rule. So we'll study here these topics. So you should be able to understand these 4 topics after finishing this topic. First, come to electronic configuration. What is meant by electronic configuration? The distribution of electrons in various orbitals in an atom in ground state is called electronic configuration. So whatever the electrons present in an atom, those electrons will be distributed in various orbitals in ground state. In ground state means from lower energy orbitals to higher energy orbitals. That is called as electronic configuration. Important, very, very important definition. Okay. Then rules for writing electronic configuration. So for each and every atom, electronic configuration will be there. So to write this electronic configuration, you have to follow some rules. So we'll see what are the rules. So the following rules are followed while writing electronic configuration of an atom. So while writing configuration, you have to follow some rules. So what are those 3 rules? First one, Aufbau's rule. Second one, Pauli's exclusion rule. And third one, Hund's rule. So now we will see one by one. First rule. First rule is Aufbau's rule. So what Aufbau stated? So statement. So this is the statement. The Aufbau principle states that electrons enter into the orbitals in the increasing order of their energy. So how electrons will enter into their orbitals? In the increasing order of their energies. In the increasing order of their energies means the electron will occupy the lowest energy orbital first. The orbital which is having lower energy, the electron will enter into that orbital first. Okay. Or you can define in another way also. You can give the statement, this Aufbau statement in another way also, in simple way. Electrons enter into lower energetic orbitals before enter into higher energetic orbitals. So what they will do? Before entering into higher energetic orbitals, they will go to the lower energetic orbitals. That is the statement of Aufbau principle. So either you can give the statement for Aufbau rule, this statement or this statement. Both are same. So whatever you feel easy, that one you read. So electrons enter into orbitals in the increasing order of their energy. In the increasing order means lower to higher. Okay, they are enter into lower energetic orbital before enter into higher energetic orbital. Okay, understood all of you? First they will enter into the orbital which is having less energy. Then they will enter into the orbital which is having more energy. Now, the principle is useful in the calculation of relative energies of different orbitals on the basis of n plus L value. So how will you know the energy of the orbitals? Here we are using one rule that is called as n plus L rule. So by this n plus L rule, we'll know the energy of the orbital. That means which orbital is having less energy, which orbital is having more energy. If you know the less energy, more energy of the orbitals, then only electron will be go to that orbital. So by this n plus L value, you can know the energies of the orbitals. So we'll see how we will find out the energies of the orbitals by taking this n plus L value. So here n is nothing but principal quantum number. L is nothing but azimuthal quantum number. This n indicates orbit number and this L indicates orbital. Okay. So here greater the n plus L value, more will be the energy of orbital. So if n plus L value is more, its energy will be more. If n plus L value is less, then energy will be less. If the n plus L value is same for two orbitals, in some cases what happens? N plus L value will be same for the two orbitals. Then the orbital with low n value has lower energy. In that case, what you have to do? The orbital which is having low n value will be considered as low energy. The orbital which is having more n value will be considered as more energy. So generally we will consider this n plus L value. In case if you have same n plus L value, then you have to go for this only n value. So we will see the examples, then you will understand. Okay. So example 1. Let us consider 3d and 4s orbitals. Okay, 3d orbital, 4s. For these two orbitals, we will find out the n plus L value. So this n indicates this digit and this L indicates this letter here. Okay, so n is equal to how much? 3. L is equal to 2. So actually in your syllabus there are no principal quantum numbers. So L value 0 means s orbital. L value 1 means p orbital. L value 2 means d orbital. L values 3 means f orbital. So here d orbital is there. So L value will be 2. Okay, 3 plus 2, 5. And n plus L value is 5. So come to 4s orbital. N is 4. S means L value will be 0. Okay. 4 plus 0. How much? 4. So n plus L value is 4. So here if you consider 3d and 4s, which orbital is having more n plus L value? N plus L value is more for 3d orbital. N plus L value is less for 4s orbital. So according to above rule, which orbital is filled first? The orbital which is having less energy. So here n plus L value is less for 4s orbital. So that's why electron will enter to 4s orbital first. Then it will go to the 3d orbital. Hence, 4s orbital has lower energy than 3d orbital. So it is filled before 3d orbital. So here 4s is having less energy because it is having less n plus L value. So it is having less energy. So 4s orbital is filled first. Then it will go to the 3d orbital. Understood? So if we follow the n plus L value, whichever the orbital is having more n plus L value, that is having more energy. And whichever the orbital is having less n plus L value, that is having less energy. So n plus L value is less for which orbital? 4s. This is 4, this is 5. This one is more. So 4s orbital is having less energy. That's why electron is entering into 4s orbital first. Then it is going to 3d orbital. Then we'll go to the next example. Example 2, 4s and 3p orbital. N plus L value. Okay. So here N is 4. S is 0. So L0 means S orbital. L. Okay. Then here N is equal to 3. This N indicates this digit number. Number indicates N and this letter indicates L. So here L is 1. L is equal to 1 means P orbital. L is equal to 0 means S orbital. L is equal to 1 means P orbital. L is equal to 2 means D orbital. So here P orbital. So L value will be 1. So here 4 plus 0, how much? 4. Here 3 plus 1, how much? 4. So for both the orbitals, N plus L value is same. Okay. So what we said here? If N plus L value is same for two orbitals, then what you have to consider? You have to consider just N value. If the N plus L value is same for two orbitals, both the orbitals, then you have to consider just N value. So we will consider here just N value, this N value. Here N value is how much? 4. Here N value is how much? 3. So here N value is 4, means whichever the orbital is having more N value, that will be having more energy. Whichever the orbital is having less N value, that will be having less energy. So here which orbital is having less energy? This one, because N value is less for 3p orbital. 3 is less than 4. So here N value is 4 for 4s orbital. Here N value is 3 for 3p orbital. So N value is less for 3p orbital. So energy of 3p orbital is less than 4s orbital. So that's why what happens? Electron will first enter into 3p orbital. Then it will go to 4s orbital. Okay. So how we will use N plus L rule? So first N plus L value is more, its energy more. N plus L value is less, its energy is less. So lesser energy orbital is filled first. If both the orbitals are having same N plus L value, then you have to consider just this N value. Whichever orbital is having less N value, that is having less energy. Here among 4s and 3p orbitals, 3p orbital is having less energy. That's why electron enters 3p orbital first. Okay. Next, come to the relative energies of orbital can also obtained from Moeller diagram. You might have studied in this 10th standard, this Moeller diagram. So according to this diagram also, you can know the energies of the various orbitals. So now we will see this diagram. This is known as Moeller diagram. So if you forget the order, if you draw this diagram, then you will get the order. So here 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, 6s, 6p, 6d, 6f, 7s, 7p, 7d. Then after writing like this, you draw the arrows like this. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s. Like this, you draw the arrows. Then from here onwards, how the energies will be increasing. So among these, from this diagram, this 1s orbital is having minimum energy. Okay, this 1s orbital is having minimum energy. So here we can keep one more 8s also. So 8s is having maximum energy. Okay, so after 1s, the electron will enter to 2s. Then you don't come here, you go here. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s. Then again don't come here, then 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, then 4d, 5p, 6s, then 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s, then 5f, 6d, 7p, 8s, like that, 6f, 7d, like that. So the orbitals are arranged in the increasing order of their energies as follows. Whatever I said now, first 1s, okay, 1s, then 2s, 2s. So don't go here. After 2s, don't come to here. You go here, 2p. After 2p, 3s. Then 3p, 4s. That means here we are following n plus L rule. That is, and we are following both the orbitals are having same n plus L value. We are considering just n value. So by following that one, you will get the energies of these orbitals. So 1s orbital is having minimum energy and 8s orbital is having maximum energy. So that's why first electron will enter to 1s orbital. Then it will go to 2s orbital. Then 2p, then 3s, then 3p, then 4s, like that. Then 3d. So up to 3d you have to by heart this order. Okay, because in our syllabus first 30 elements of the periodic table. So this 3d, up to 3d you have to by heart. If at all you forgot this order also, if you draw this diagram, you will get this order. So this is about Aufbau's rule. Okay. So according to Aufbau's rule, how electrons are entering into the orbitals according to the increasing order of their energies. That means lower energy orbitals are filled first, then higher energetic orbitals are filled. The next, second rule. So to write the electronic configuration, we follow second rule, that is Pauli's exclusion rule. So what is the statement given by Pauli's exclusion rule? No two electrons can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers in an atom. No two electrons can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers in an atom. Okay. So electrons are having 4 quantum number values, that is N, L, M and S. N means principal quantum number value, L means azimuthal quantum number value, M means magnetic quantum number value and S means spin quantum number. So the electrons, the 2 electrons present in an atom should not contain all the quantum number values same. 4 quantum, that is N, L, M should not be same. If the first 3 quantum numbers N, L, M values may be same, but the last quantum number, that is spin quantum number, must be different. Okay. So 2 electrons should not contain all the 4 quantum number values same. If at all, first 3 quantum numbers N, L, M may be same, but S must be different. So we'll consider first example. If I will tell the example, then you clearly understand. The first example, 1s2. This is the configuration for helium atom. So 1s2. In 1s2, you have 2 electrons. So for first electron, we are writing and the second electron. So the electron is in which orbit? First orbit. So n value is 1. In which orbital? S orbital. Then L value is 0. If L value is 0, automatically M value will be 0. Okay. Then S value is plus half. So the electron, first electron, so clockwise spin. So that is plus half. So here N value, L value and the 4 quantum numbers are different, not same. Then come to second electron. So here the electron is present in same orbital. Okay. 1s2, 2 electrons are present. For this electron only, we are writing the quantum values. So n is equal to 1. Same orbital, no, which is also present in 1s orbital only. So n is equal to 1. L is equal to 0. M is equal to 0. But S is different, that is minus half. So it is following Pauli's exclusion rule. What we are saying? So the 2 electrons present in an atom should not have the all 4 quantum number values same. If at all, first 3 may be same, but the last quantum number S must be different. So it is following now. First 3 are same for these 2 electrons. N is same, L is same, M is same, but S is different. For S, first electron it is plus half, second electron it is minus half. Why plus half and minus half? Here, first electron with clockwise spin, that's why it is plus half. And second electron with anti-clockwise spin, that's why it is minus half. So in an orbital, if one electron has plus half spin, the other has minus half spin. It follows from the Pauli's principle that an orbital accommodates maximum of 2 electrons. So an orbital capacity is to take just 2 electrons. So in each and every orbital, just 2 electrons will be present. It cannot take more than 2 electrons. Okay, this is the Pauli's exclusion rule. No 2 electrons in an atom can have all the 4 quantum number values same. That means the electrons present in an atom cannot have 4 quantum number values same. If at all, first 3 quantum numbers are same, the last quantum number S must be different. Okay, that is about Pauli's exclusion rule. Then next come to Hund's rule. What is Hund's rule? Hund's rule stated as electrons do not pair up in an orbital until each available orbital in the given subshell contains 1 electron. Or you can define in another way also. Pairing of electrons takes place in the orbital of SPDF subshells after each orbital is filled with an electron. So first of all, you should know the difference between orbit, subshell and orbital. In orbit, you have subshells. In subshells, you have orbitals. Okay. So S, P, D, F, these are the subshells. Again, you have S subshell, S orbital. P subshell, P orbitals. D subshell, D orbitals. F subshell, F orbitals, like that. So how pairing starts? Pairing of electrons takes place in the orbitals after each subshell is filled with 1 electron. So each subshell should receive at least 1 electron. Then only pairing will start. So here you see these statements. Electrons do not pair up in an orbital until each available orbital in the given subshell contains 1 electron. Each and every orbital should receive at least 1 electron. Single electron will be filled in each and every orbital. Then only we will start pairing up. So that is called as Hund's rule. So we will consider an example, nitrogen. If you take the nitrogen atom, so its atomic number is 7. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. Okay. So here, how we will fill? This is 1s orbital, this is 2s orbital, and this is 2p orbital. So in s subshell, only 1s orbital will be present. So here, second orbit in S2s orbital. Here also only one orbital. In p subshell, how many p orbitals? 3p orbitals. Okay. So its configuration is 1s2. In 1s orbital, it is totally filled. Here also 2s. It is also totally filled. Then how many electrons remain? 3 electrons. 1, 2, 3. So px orbital 1 electron, py orbital 1 electron, then pz. So its the configuration is finished. So like this, each and every orbital should receive at least 1 electron. Then go to oxygen. So oxygen configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So here 1s totally filled, 2s totally filled, and 2p. In px you have to fill 1 electron. In py 1 electron, pz 1 electron. And what you have to do? Then you have to start pairing. So first electron will filled with clockwise spin. That means arrow upward. Then whatever the next electron, pairing starts with anti-clockwise spin electron, that is downward arrow mark. So here pairing starting. So pairing starts with which electron? Last electron. So here, okay. So like this. So here Hund's rule. So while writing the electronic configuration, we are following the Hund's rule. So pairing will takes place after each orbital in a subshell is received 1 electron. Then only pairing will be started. So according to this rule, half-filled or completely filled orbitals are more stable than other configurations or arrangements. This is explained on the basis of exchange energy and pairing energy. If you see here, nitrogen and oxygen, so this is called as half-filled orbital. Each orbital is having one electron. So this is called as half-filled orbital. If you see here oxygen, so here 2 electrons, here 1 electron, here. This type of orbitals are called incompletely filled orbitals. If all orbitals are having 2 electrons, that is called as completely filled orbital. So according to this Hund's rule, half filled and full filled. Full filled means total 2 electrons. Half filled means 1 electron. And this one here 2 electrons and here 1 electron. This is called as incompletely filled. So half filled orbitals are more stable than incompletely filled orbitals according to this rule. So that's why nitrogen atom is more stable than oxygen due to stable configuration. The type of configuration is called stable configuration. So here we will consider one more example, configuration of chromium and copper, explained on this rule only. So this chromium 24 atomic number. So while writing the configuration, I will explain there. So copper here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d5. So 3d5 actually d capacity is 10 electrons. So each and every orbital is having one electron. That means half filled orbitals. Copper 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d10. D orbital is full filled, 2 electrons in total d orbitals. So it is completely filled orbital. So here chromium is having half filled orbitals and copper is having full filled orbital. That means these two atoms are stable. So the stability of this chromium and copper is explained by Hund's rule. Okay. So we studied 3 rules. So to write the electronic configuration, we will follow 3 rules, that is half-hour rule. What is half-hour rule? According to this rule, lower energy orbital is filled first, then it will go to the higher energy. The next, Pauli's rule. What is Pauli's rule? 2 electrons present in an atom should not have all the 4 quantum number values same. orbital first three are same, the last quantum number s must be different. What is Hund's rule? Pairing of electrons takes place only when the all orbitals in a subshell receives at least one electron. So this is about three rules. By following these three rules only, we'll write the electronic configuration of the elements. So by following this Hund's rule, as it follows Hund's rule, according to this Hund's rule, this nitrogen is more stable. Why nitrogen is more stable than oxygen means nitrogen is having half-filled orbitals, whereas oxygen atom is having incompletely filled orbitals. Always half-filled and completely filled. You can say full-filled also. So that type of orbitals are more stable. So here in nitrogen, half-filled orbitals, single electron is present in nitrogen. Here 1, 1, 1. This means half-filled p orbitals are. Whereas here 2, here 1, 1 only. That means it is incompletely filled. So that's why nitrogen atom is more stable than oxygen. Why means due to Hund's rule. That is due to half-filled p orbitals. Similarly, chromium and copper. Why these two are stable means here half-filled d orbitals, here completely filled d orbitals. According to Hund's rule, half-filled and completely filled d orbitals are more stable than incompletely filled orbitals. That's why these two atoms are more stable. Next, come to summary. So in this period, we have discussed what we have discussed. Electronic configuration. What is meant by electronic configuration? And these three rules: Hund's rule, Pauli's exclusion rule, and Aufbau's rule. These three rules are very important for 1 mark question, per 3 marks question, maximum 5 marks question. Give the statement. Write the statement means 1 mark question. Write the statement of Hund's rule. Write the statement of Pauli's exclusion rule. Write the statement of Aufbau's rule. Explain with one example, 3 marks. Explain with 2 examples of 5 marks. Like that you get the question. So frequently asked questions for 1 mark statement. Write the statement so and so rule. What is electronic configuration? Define electronic configuration. Okay. Then come to objective type questions. So what type of objective questions you will get in the entrance? Which principle states that electrons fill orbitals with lower energy before moving on to the higher energy orbitals? So lower, higher, if you see these two words, belongs to Aufbau. So answer is A. According to this Aufbau rule only, electrons will enter into lower energy orbital, then it will move to the higher energy orbital. So answer is A, Aufbau's rule. Then next, the electronic configuration of an atom, an element with atomic number 8 is. This electronic configuration after writing we'll see. Okay. So already we got no in Hund's rule. So 8 atomic number configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Okay, sorry, here 1s2 is not there. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So answer is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Sorry, answer is B here, not C. This is incorrect answer. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Okay. This is B answer. 1s2, 2s2, sorry, 8 no, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, sorry. D answer, not B, D answer. 8 no, 2, 2, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Actually, this question will come under electronic configuration. The electronic configuration of an element with atomic number 8 is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Answer is D. Next, stability of N is explained by. Just now I explained stability of n. N is more stable. So according to which rule? It is according to Hund's rule. That is C. And next come to the electron enters which orbital first among these. So you have to follow n plus L rule. So here 3D means 3 plus 2, 5. 4s, 4 plus 0. 5p, 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus s, 0. Here 6, here 6, here 5, here 4. So which is having less n plus L value? 4s is having less n plus L. So the electron enters which orbital first? 4s orbital. So answer is B. Then questions. So which questions from this topic? So what type of questions you'll get? Explain Abbo's rule with an example. Explain Hund's rule with an example. State and explain Pauli's exclusion rule with an example. So direct questions. So the explain means for 5 marks question or 3 marks question. Write the statement. Write the statement means 1 mark question. Write the statement of Abbo's rule, 1 mark question. Write the statement of Hund's rule, 1 mark question. Write the statement of Pauli's exclusion rule. That is also for 1 mark question. So explain means that is for 5 marks question with an example. An example, 1 example enough. With 2 examples means 2 examples. So maximum they will ask with an example. Okay, these are the 3 rules, very, very important. To write the electronic configuration, we follow these 3 rules. So what is electronic configuration? The distribution of electron in various orbitals in an atom in ground state is called an electronic configuration. To write this configuration, we will follow these 3 rules. So these 3 rules are very important, maximum times repeated. These 3, any one rule compulsory in the exam. Okay. So, okay. Thank you, students.